All right, YouTube, we back with another breakdown video. This is Cejudo versus Song Yadong. I'm getting this video out once again. Oh, on Friday this time. You know what I'm saying? A little short notice is what it is. But we gonna get it out. I don't want to miss an event. Like I missed that Drake's one. It still haunts me. But yeah, we just gonna jump right into it. I ain't gonna spend too much time. You know what I'm saying on most of these fights at least. I feel like for most of these fights, they're pretty. I don't want to say one sided because you never know the fights, but there's a lot of those type of fights on here where it's like this person should win, right? So, you know, I do have maybe like an underdog in here that I believe could possibly get it done. Um, which I mean, ironically enough, could be this fight, right? Like Cicada, Circuria, however you say it. Coming off that loss, chip on his shoulder, it was his first career loss. Finisher. He was fighting a dude in Modestus who's a lot more experience, the better striker. So this could be one of those where Rafael comes in and he knows he has. I wouldn't say he knows he has to win, but definitely wants to win after getting his first career loss. You know what I mean? Maybe he'll tighten some things up on the feet because his defense didn't look too good in that last fight. But I mean, he fought a finisher, so you know what I'm saying. That shit's gonna come. It feels like, but mm, I'm gonna take Modestus. I'm gonna take Modestus. Just experience. I think there's be a few fights on this card too, like where there's be experience may win the fight. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Modestus. My bad. I'm dealing with like allergies right now, but so this fight, try to find as much as I could for the Eric. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't really find it. Woo. Allergies, bro. But yeah, try to find what I could. Couldn't really find too much. I mean, I found enough, but it's just like I mean, you're fighting a guy in Ruzabov who is pretty well experienced, pretty well versed. I'm gonna just go with Ruzabov because I just feel like he should win. You know what I mean? Probably coast his way to victory. Maybe it's finished, but look, always open to being surprised. Eric. Come in here and earn your spot in UFC, man. Debut type shit. So I feel like that might have been last North's fight, low key, but we'll see. So we got Nikolai Veretikanov. I'm not even saying Aston Vanderford. I think Vanderford seen Vanderford a few times. I think. I'm gonna go. This is a difficult one. I think this is last minute too. Yeah, catchweight. Sheesh. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like, I don't even know. I'm gonna go Nikolai. It may backfire, but I'm just go with that. I feel like experience really does the job. So, all right. So we got Bashrat versus Ricky Simon for this one. I actually really like Bashrat. I like how he fights. I guess. Good stand up. Uh, Simon, a vet at this point, been around for a while, fought some good guys in the division, but I'm gonna go with Bashrat. I think Bashrat can get it done. I feel like we've seen what we can see out of Simon already. I think we're still kind of scratching the surface with Bashrat, so as long as he can go in here and I feel like keep that distance and use the stand up, I think he's good. I think Bashrat gets it. Um, Maybe he can get like a second round finish, possibly. If not, I'm expecting a decision win for Bachelorette, so that's about it with that one. So we got a contender series guy here, Nick Klein versus Mansour Abdul Malik. This is one of those ones. This is a tough one for Nick Klein to come in for his debut. Not gonna lie, physical, imposing guy, obviously. Um, Nick Klein, very good submission. I mean, from the contender series fight, it was great submission. That was what he was known for, right? Like coming in, they were talking about it, just kind of like pumping that up, his submission. If he can get into a position where he can get the submission, I mean, I think he has a good chance with that, but is he gonna be able to not take the big shots? Is gonna be the bigger question here. Would definitely love to see a contender series guy win. You know what I mean? Because I like the contender series. I like seeing prospects come up and rise to the ranks in the UFC. A lot of contender series guys have done it, but this would be a very tough matchup for him to come in and debut in. I will take Mansour just because of just basically noted off the fact that we haven't really seen Klein in like a bad situation, I guess you could say. So, you know, I definitely would lean and trust in Nick Klein's submission though. Like 100% I would trust in that, but man, sir, I mean, we just haven't seen Nick Klein like take a big shot. Yeah, I guess you could say, and things of that nature. And I think, this is one of those fights where you're gonna find out right here. So I'm gonna take Mansour. I feel like it's a more safe bet, but we'll be excited to see, Nick Klein get a submission win. Andre Fili versus Costa. Um, Fili obviously bet. Costa, another guy's been around for a good amount of time, not too long, but a good amount of time. I know they have Costa as a favorite. Um, I guess I mean, you just never really know with Philly. Like he wins and he loses, and it's like on and off. But he had a good showing in his last fight. I'm gonna go Philly again, just to keep it kind of brief with this one. I'm gonna go Philly again. I feel like he has more ways to mix it up, but I feel like he also has a fight sense where he can kind of keep the fight in his favor for the most part, because he doesn't really take too much risk, but he can get sloppy at times. But I'm gonna go with Philly. Andre Touchy Philly. All right, so we got Ibo Aslan and Ian Kutilaba. This fight off rip will probably start off as a banger, you know, unless Kutilaba tries to wrestle, which possibly might be in his interest in this fight to wrestle because Aslan is a knockout guy. I'm pretty sure he has 14 finishes. Let me double check to make sure. Just kidding, not letting me. But anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna go Ibo Aslan. I think he gets to finish. Shit, round one. Fuck it, round one. Finish. Ibo Aslan. Pencil it in. Write it down. You making a bet? Like, don't take betting advice from me, actually. But if you want to, go ahead. All right, Alonzo Menifield versus Julius Walker. This is the first fight of the main card. Menifield been around for a while here in the light heavyweight division. Julius Walker, do not know too much about him. This is his debut. Go out there and shine. Show why you're supposed to be here. Um, honestly don't really know for this fight, but I mean, I guess if you want to go off of like experience, you would take Alonzo Menfield. Julius Walker, though. Well, the thing I've seen a little bit about Walker. He looks like he does have like, dang, I'm gonna take Julius Walker. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take Walker because now I'm thinking about it. Good hands. Kind of going against our narrative of the experience wins, but you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just gonna take it. I don't want to get too far into it because I don't want to be wrong. Let's just be real. Everybody has a little bit of egos here and there. I haven't let my ego die yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna take him though. All right, Jean Silva. This is my guy right here. Love the way he fights. Honestly, I think he could be next up in the featherweight division. Like within very soon. Fighting Nerds, Crazy Camp, they're blowing up, popping right now. He is fighting Bagdasharian though. You know, good enough guy all around. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take John Silva, keeping this short sweet with this one because I have that much faith and trust in John Silva. And like I said, I think he's next up. Good hands, bro. Like, I just love the way he fights. Like, he just, excuse me, that's my type of fighter, bro. Not gonna lie. John Silva, getting the finish, 100%, locking in. All right, so we have Rob Font versus John Masamuto. Now, this is a fight where I was really kind of leaning more towards experience. John Masamuto, like we seen, he looked good, right? Like great grappler. Um, I know he fought Brad Katona last. I think that was his last fight. I'm pretty sure it was. Which did good, right? Like got the victory, did okay. He's fighting Rob Font though. Like John got hit quite a bit. Rob Font, he has hands. You know what I'm saying? He has hands. Um, can Rob Font stop the takedowns and whatnot from John? I think that's be like probably like the biggest. How he fare in the grappling will be like the biggest question of this fight. I think. This is a tough one for me. I feel like, well, I mean, I just feel like this is one where experience wins. I think this is one where Rob Font wins, so I'm gonna take Rob Font. But I think this is one where Rob Font wins. I think experience is gonna earn him this W. Even though John is undefeated, good fighter, great grappler, good enough hands. I feel like, I just think Rob Font experience wins. Now this could be one where I'm completely wrong, but I'm gonna take experience on that one. I'm gonna take Rob Font, and I guess that's one of the underdogs on the card. That, yeah, I mean that is the underdog on the card. That I just think's gonna happen. So I've been pretty spot on my predictions, but th- this one's just a little, I don't know. I like this card though, but yeah, Brendan Allen versus Anthony Hernandez. I think this is one of those fights for Anthony where he can really show if he's that contender worthy fighter in the division. Uh, Brendan Allen coming off a loss, he had a lot of hype. Got it, got that loss. I really hope that this isn't one of. I don't like to say that any fights are boring because I do. I like I remember when people used to say Tyron Woodley and the Wonderboy Thompson fights used to be boring. Like they used to blow my mind because like it was just so high level and whatnot. So, but I do think this can potentially be one of those fights where they cancel each other out in a lot of areas, and maybe that forces them to fight on the feet a little bit more, and we get to see like a real good stand up fight from these two. But I'm gonna take Hernandez. I think he has the momentum. I think there's a lot more things on his side. I feel like he's, it's kind of hard to say, more of the all around fighter, but that's just kind of what I believe. I feel like he's more the better all around fighter in this fight. So I'm gonna take Anthony Hernandez in that one. I think he's gonna keep his momentum going and potentially get a bigger fight here next. So we had the main event. I think the fight I'm most excited for. I'm a Song Yadong guy. It's my guy, so this will be a little bit of a biased take here, but I also kind of stand firm behind it. I think Song Yadong, younger fighter, obviously lost his last fight, but tough guy. Um, Cejudo, I'm a big proponent is like when you retire and those thoughts come in, and when you actually retire, like that should be it, bro. Like it doesn't work for people really to come back. I think the only person this worked for was probably like what, George St. Pierre. I mean, there's other people who like did like a quick retirement type thing, came back, and that's a little different. But Cejudo, it seemed like he was done. He was doubling down on it, saying he was done. It seemed like just mentally he was gone from it. Came back, tough fights to come back to, especially I mean, fight like Marab, like that's crazy. But it just doesn't seem like it's there 100%. And I think his motives, like from watching his interviews, his motives aren't as solid as what they used to be. Like, you know, it's like he like wanted to be great before, like, which he already is cemented. Now I have my own thoughts about his resume in the UFC. Like, I understand the Olympics and everything, cool, you know, two-way division champ here, like that's all good. But his resume in the UFC, like I'm not gonna get into that right now because I know there's some Cejudo guys out there who will, you know, fight that to the end. But in my personal opinion, that resume is not as strong as it may seem. Like as far as just the timing, just y'all go look for yourself and you tell me what you think. But it's what it is. He won the fights. He beat those guys. So it is what it is. You can't deny that, right? Can't deny they won those fights. But anyways, I just don't think his motive is there anymore, really, to be the best. And I think Song Yadong, his motive's still to be better, right? And to potentially fight for a championship someday. So, and Cejudo came out and say he wants to make money now and have like setting his family up for generations. Like money alone can't really get you far in this sport. Like you're gonna lose to some dude who's like fucking hungry. Like you know what I mean? Like who wants to be the best rather than that motivation for money. But also from a fight standpoint, Song Yadong's a bigger guy. Better striking in my opinion. Grappling obviously is always going to be an issue, or I wouldn't say issue, but always be a strong suit for Cejudo. So Son, doesn't have to worry about that. So, you know, but ultimately, I think Son's going to do well. I think he can potentially get the finish too. I'm not gonna lie, probably round three, early round three, maybe late round two. I think he's gonna put it on Cejudo early. Cejudo has the best chances as far as like grappling. I want to say grappling later in the fight, right? Because like he's had experience in these championship fights, obviously championship rounds. So I want to say the longer the fight goes on, maybe it better suits Cejudo as long as he's pushing the pace. As long as it's a fight where he can actually get Song down and work his grappling. But if the fight can stay standing the whole fight and Song's controlling the tempo, like I think Song just runs away with it. And younger, faster, bigger guy. I feel like he has more of a motive, so those are like my reasons for Song winning. But that is what it is. I know he's a favorite, so I guess it's not too crazy of a take. But I still think there's a lot of people who think like Suda's just gonna wrestle his way to victory. But yeah, that's it. That's it for that one, man. That's it. That's it for that. My bad. The energy's a little low. I'm like sick right now and allergies and whatnot. So you know, that is what that is. But I had to get this video out. I wasn't gonna just push it out and not, or push it to the side and not get it out. So yeah, I will be doing my tier list stuff for performances after, so you can expect that maybe Monday or Sunday whenever I get that out. If you fuck with that sort of thing. But yeah, man. With that being said, that be it. I'm probably about to do a little, you know, another video for another topic like NFL shit. I was gonna talk about, but yeah, let me not, bro. I yap, bro. I talk way too much. But yeah, anyways, appreciate y'all for sticking by. If you sat through this and watched this, appreciate it. If not, it's all good. Thanks for stopping by watching. Leave some comments on what you think I could do better or would do differently. But yeah, that's really it, man. Thanks, appreciate it, and peace.